Now, listen, you guys, it seems like the Joe Budden podcast is not here for manufactured hits, and we're going to be discussing that. We're also going to be talking about Saweetie and what she had to say about, going back to Quavo. We're also going to be talking about the free falling of the manufactured hits, as well as discuss how exactly Bongo 2 was able to benefit from both Nicki Minaj and the Transformer. Now, these are the things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, you guys, we are going to discuss exactly how snaky and cobra-ish, Bongo 2 has always been from the beginning, okay? It didn't just start with his, but it seems like she had everything planned out, okay? Because listen, it cannot be a coincidence that when she first came out, she was out there begging for Nicki Minaj's attention, begging for the Bab's attention. To me, it's now giving, it was very well calculated, because at the end of the day, she managed to get traction from both Nicki Minaj as well as Cardi B, aka the Transformer. So you guys, if you remember initially when this girl came onto the scene, everybody was really feeling bad for her, saying that the industry is not fair to dark-skinned women, there's colorism and things like that. Basically, everybody was feeling bad for her, myself included. And I felt like during that time, I thought she was genuine. So, of course, when she hopped on that live with Nicki Minaj and was begging for a collaboration, was begging the Babs, was, when she was doing the most like that, I was one of the people who were out there saying Nicki Minaj is doing the right thing by comparing her. What I think she did is that she looked into the female rap industry. And that time, the Transformer was getting overhyped for her mediocre bars. The Transformer was not writing for herself, and people would here and there call her out for that. So during that time, it was either Nicki Minaj or nobody else, because listen, the Transformer that time, people were now beginning to say that she doesn't write her own stuff and it's not true rap. And so when she came in being this girl who was writing her own stuff, who was educated, who was dark skinned, who we thought she had talent and things like that. So she saw a gap and she decided to take it, and she realized that the way that she would get initially accepted into the female rap streets is if she came in and formed an alliance with Nicki Minaj, and that is exactly what she did. So when she came forward, we thought she was being genuine, but I now am realizing that this was well calculated, because had she gotten into the industry and associated herself with the Transformer, she would have lost credibility in as far as being an actual rapper is. Because listen, associating yourself with Nicki Minaj, who actually pens her own stuff, will give you some sort of credibility in as far as female rap is concerned. So that's what she did. She came in, got what she wanted, and when it came to her, to the part where she was supposed to keep her end of the bargain, that is when she decided to not do it, because she had gotten what she wanted from Nicki Minaj, and it was time for her to pull yet another stunt. She had gotten, accepted into the industry and built somewhat of a tiny little fan base. She had people who were supporting her, and she knew that it was going to take time before people realized how much of a snake she was, because there are always obviously those slow Babs and slow, supporters who are slow to realize exactly what is happening behind the scenes. So even though she had turned on Nicki Minaj like that, she knew that it was going to take time before people realized that's what she had done. And because of the history between Nicki Minaj and the Transformer and the beef thereof, she knew that Nicki Minaj would hardly go there and directly call her out. She knew that Nicki Minaj would probably not do that in order to avoid another Transformer situation. So that's what she banked on. And guess what she did? When she was out there refusing to keep her end of the bargain, go to Queen Radio, she then decided to link up with the Transformer. And in my own opinion, I do believe that while she was with Nicki Minaj, she was probably talking trash about the Transformer, how much of a great rapper she herself is, and how much maybe discrediting the Transformer just to get more accepted by the Babs and, obviously Nicki Minaj to try and be on her good side. I do believe that there was some trash talking that she was doing over there. So when she joined the Transformer, she knew that, well, if Nicki Minaj were to publicly come for her and call her out for, stuff that she had done, then people would look at her some type of way. So that's what she banked on. And she joined the Transformer. As soon as she had that song with the Transformer, she started throwing jabs at Nicki Minaj. And all this was being done to gain, the Transformer's sympathy, to gain, favors, to gain trust from the Transformer. And that's when they linked up and they did their song, which did what it did. But I still believe that even during that time, she was even, talking trash about Nicki Minaj behind closed doors to benefit from the Transformer. And she knew that, well, the Transformer was desperate to associate herself with Nicki Minaj. So she knew that her turning against Nicki Minaj would get her on the good graces of the Transformer. So basically, that's what she banked on. And she went ahead and she was able to manipulate and use the Transformer yet again. Okay, so all of this, you guys, we can tell that this girl has been calculative from the get-go. She is a user, whether we like it or not. It seems like, well, she had everything planned out. Okay, so after she did that song with the Transformer, now word on the street is that she was calling her the dirty M and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, but I don't put it past her, because she had gotten what she wanted from the Transformer, which was basically WAP, and which was getting accepted by the industry machine and all things associated by the Transformer. Okay, but now that she realized that the Transformer failed to do her mission, which was to take out Nicki Minaj, okay, she found a spot. And I believe, in my own opinion, she bargained that, well, I can do this. Now that just goes to show you that while she was still in the Transformer's shadow and things like that, she was secretly hoping to get a payola package, to get the industry backing that the Transformer had. Meanwhile, the Transformer was focused on getting, annoying Nicki Minaj and, showing Nicki Minaj, everybody that you link up with, they end up linking up with me. And she did not realize that, listen, the Cobra was literally sneaking right behind her and taking the payola and the industry support that she had. Now, that just goes to show you that Nicki Minaj said, there are no friends in this game. You ain't learned that yet. This is exactly what she was talking about. And I believe wherever the Transformer is, now she's beginning to realize that while she was out there petting this girl and, thinking that it's them against Nicki Minaj, this girl was secretly, wishing and envying the payola package that she had. Okay, even the recent song that they did, Bongo, even with Bongo. Now, you guys, you can actually tell that, well, with Bongo from Bongo 2, Bongo 2 did not put any effort. The Cobra did not put any effort in Bongo's, the song in as far as the verse is concerned. And I guess already her deals were in the works, and it was never about really, making sure that, the Transformer comes back like that. Now that she is seemingly the one with the industry machine and with the baking and with the payola, let us see if she will be giving charity features to the Transformer, because right now the Transformer is sad, down and out, and it's just so sad to watch. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, for her, it must feel bad for her. Like, honestly speaking, you can't be hanging with someone only for them to wake up with your package, to basically take your package away from you, your support. Now they have it. And they were out there screaming, they are a girl's girl. When Nicki told you that there are no friends in this game, you guys thought, well, you knew it all. But let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about this. Do you now realize how Bongo 2 was able to use both Nicki Minaj and the Transformer? Let me know, you guys, in the comment section if you do agree with me, or if there are some instances that you also saw that I might have missed. Let me know in the comment section. All right, now, still speaking about Bongo 2, you guys, it seems like one podcast who have had it with Bongo 2 is none other than the Joe Budden podcast, because they sat down and broke down exactly how they had gone against some rules that, well, when it comes to other people would get them disqualified, but when it comes to Bongo 2, things were let go, things like that seem promotional and stuff like that. So Joel Budden and his co-host were out there eating it up, and they were talking about how his was a manufactured hit, which is something that I also have expressed on this channel, okay? Because listen, when you look at how it has free fallen from the charts, you will understand what I'm talking about. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, I'm literally looking at it being predicted to be on number 13, you guys, like on number 130. Oh my goodness. It is literally on number 130, and all this has happened within 7 days. Okay, so honestly speaking, you guys, you can tell that, oh well, this was very much a manufactured hit, and they seem to not learn, because that is the same formula that they did with the Transformer, and they lost a lot of money which they were not able to recoup, and now they're relying on her selling soup, knorr and stuff like that, milk and things like that, you know, and cough drops, and just to make sure that they get back their money, because the music and the concerts are not paying back, you know, the money that they spend on her. But it seems like they're determined to try yet another thing. And I will tell that as long as you know, Bongo 2 is still writing for herself, and as long as she still has the same flow, her flopping is even going to be worse than the Transformers flop, because all the Transformer had to do was recite. At least you can, you know, tell that, well, some of the things that were written for her by Pattison, some of them were pretty catchy. But when it comes to, you know, Bongo 2 cannot construct a proper chorus. I don't know if you guys, a proper hook or a chorus on a song. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Like, it's very difficult for her to come up with something that is memorable, that's not one word. Because the last time that she had something close to being more memorable was when she was singing body audio. Like, come on, man. But do hop into the comment section, you guys, and let me know what you think about that. Now, moving on to my favorite girl, you guys, Saweetie. So Saweetie was out there getting grilled by Shannon, all right? Now, one thing about Shannon is he will literally get the truth out of people, and he was out there grilling Saweetie over Quavo, asking her if she's ever going to go back to Quavo. And Saweetie was like, listen, I do not have a history of doing that. Like, I've never done that, and I don't see myself you know, trying to do that at all. So that's out of character for me. And he kept pushing, and so it was like, you know what, you know, when it comes to that car that was repossessed, well, I got myself you know, a car. I don't need a man to get myself things all the time. I can do things for myself, and this is the reason why I love Saweetie. She is one girl who cannot rap that I can actually mess with. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can mess with Saweetie, because she's such a bad bee, okay? She cannot rap to save the world, like literally even to save her own life. She can't do that, I will admit that, but she holds her own, and I love that about her. She's not out there, you know, acting like she's the best rapper alive, but then when it comes to getting a bag, trust me, she will get a bag. She was out there even telling us that she was a McDonald's girl. So she was like, you know what, I even bought myself a Rolls Royce, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, you go, girl, you go, icy girl. I love it when women do stuff like this. Like, literally, I love it, okay? So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about this, and let me know what you think about the analysis of Bongo 2 using both, you know, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B for her own benefit, okay? This girl is just something else. But hey, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, you guys, see you.